Welcome back everyone. In this lecture we will cover bind shell exploitation here. A method where target system listens for incoming connections, allowing an attacker to establish or gain access over it, control it remotely. So a bind shell is a type of shell that opens a listening port on the target machine waiting for an attacker to connect. Unlike reverse shell, where the target connects back to the attacker, bind shell requires direct access to target's IP address and ports. So as we know, we have performed a nmap scan, and if you look carefully here, on the port 1524, there is a service running of bind shell and it says Metasploitable root shell. Now it's indicating that we have something to log in here, and how we are going to exploit this bind shell vulnerability is not by using Metasploitable, but instead we are going to use a tool named netcat. And to use netcat, we first have to see what it does. So we will just type nc-help, and as you can see, it does not have much more commands. It has only few commands here, and it says we have two options: connect to somewhere or listen to inbound or like incoming request to some port. Now since it's a bind shell, so we just have to use this connect to somewhere option, and it has a basic user guide. We just have to type nc, then we have to type option, then we have to type our host name's port like IP address and just the port name. So let's just try it right away. We will type nc and the IP address of our target, that is 192.168.29.122, and then we will see which port we have to target. So it is 1524, so we will just type 1524 and we will hit enter, and as you can see, we have gained the access of root Metasploitable. So if we just type who am I, it says root, or if we type pwd, it says root directory. We can do anything on this terminal as we have done in our previous lecture, and this is a most common vulnerability, and I won't even call it a vulnerability, it's just a misconfiguration of the user. So if some user misconfigured anything during the installation of his or her system, you might see this vulnerability or just their carelessness, or you can just say it's not a vulnerability but it's the user's carelessness. You can just simply do anything here. You have gained the access here, you can do anything, you can clean the history, you can crash the system, but for now we are just going to exit this system. And for this lecture we have covered a bind shell vulnerability, or you can say misconfiguration.